Y'all know what we talking about.
Million tushes in the house.
Sure is, boy.
No tush to be found.
And I know it ain't 3 years old. So I said, oh, there's something wrapped around your head.
Wait a minute. Tush, tush, tush.
But then on the other hand,
has to do with the carrot intake of the local vegetarian.
Good. Ask Ruth about it.
I know we have some local vegetarians here.
Ruth got a whole bunch of carrots and greens thrown out in the back of her yard. She be eating that stuff. You can tell how healthy she is, especially around the tush.
You shouldn't talk to cabbage right now. As a matter of fact, the first thing you should do is say, it's just a token. Oh, yeah. It's just a token of my extreme. You know, when you go to extremes, that's when you go beyond. That's more than before or even after. That's rather than before. That's plural for going there after being here. You know what I mean? When you walk up on the top of a mountain and grab a grapefruit by the neck, you might hear him say,
Grab who by the neck and said they choked us to death last night.
I'm glad it's coming out back there loud and there.
But then on the other hand, I said, I told her, I said, why don't you mean we're together? Who they passed that? You know,
tush, tush, tush.
How y'all feel about it? Purified. Don't Ruth look good tonight? Check her out. Is she looking good? Hopping out the scene. Look like she been poured into them jeans, boy. She looks so good tonight. Like melted cheese running through your mouth. What? Hey, Marty Perellas. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the continuous stories of man and his beast.
Howdy, folks. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Mothers of Invention program. Featuring absolutely nothing in the monitor system, Ruth Underwood on percussion, Napoleon Murphy Brock on tenor sax and lead vocals, Chester Thompson on drums, the dynamic and partially imported Birdlegs on bass, George Duke on the keyboards. Now let me see if all my stuff is working here. Song, folks, is Stinkfoot, so watch out. Yes, yes. In the dark, where all the fevers grow, under the water, where the shark bubbles blow. In the morning, by your radio, do the walls close in to suffocate ya? You ain't got no friends, and all the others they hate ya. Does the life you've been leading gotta go? Well, let me straighten you out about a place I know. Now get your shoes and socks on, people, it's right around the corner. Through the night and the whispering breezes, to the place where they keep the imaginary diseases. Out through the night and the whispering breezes, to the place where they keep the imaginary diseases. Scientists call this disease bromidrosis, and well they should. But us regular teenage persons who might wear a tennis shoe or an occasional python boot know this exquisite little inconvenience by the name of Stinkfoot. Yeah, that's what they call it, all right. You know, my python boot was too tight. I couldn't get it off last night. A week went by, now it's July. I finally got that sucker off and my girlfriend cry, you got Stinkfoot. Stinkfoot, darling. Your Stinkfoot puts the hurts on my nose. Stinkfoot, Stinkfoot, I ain't lying. Can you rinse it off, do you suppose? Well, here, Fido, here, Fido. Bring the slippers, little puppy. Yes, that's a good dog. Bring the slipper. Just take it right over to Marty. Feed it to Marty. Arf, arf, arf. Sick. Now we have a song, folks, that features larger-than-life itself, Ruth Underwood, on the little brown instrument that's larger than a xylophone itself. It's a snappy number. called Redunzo. That's right, you heard right.
Marty can share some too.
Every Halloweener's got a kennel on the back of
He
it.
can share some dogs. Don't you know? Marty can share some too.
Every Halloweener's got a kennel on the back of
He
it.
can share some dogs, some sheep. Marty can share some too. He can share some dogs. Marina dog. Marty can share some too. Every Holiday Inn has got a kennel in the back of it.
Every old man got to kill the back of some sheep.
Yes, every Holiday Inn has got a kennel in the back of the just for you.
the lights start. Ooh, 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 ah.
Gentlemen, watch Ruth. All through our show, Ruth has been thinking, boy, is my back sore. I wonder what's going to happen to me next. just like a penguin in bondage, boy.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh.
way over on the wet side of the bed. Knurps for moisture. Just like the mighty penguin, flapping great on swings. Lord, you know it's all over. If she come at you on the strut and wrap them all around your head, flapping great on swings, flapping. She's just like a penguin in bondage, Chester. Shake up the pale, dry ginger ale. Embolism. Keep that embolism away from me. Trembling like a penguin when the battery fails. Lord, you must be having a jumping through a hoop. I said a hoop of real fire with some Kleenex wrapped around the coat hang wire. penguin in bondage, boing.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Howling over to some ant-articulated moon. In the frostbite night with the flaps gone white, shrieking as she spot the hoop across the room. Yeah, there it goes again. You know it must be a penguin bound down. If you hear that terrible screaming and there ain't no other birds around. It's just like a penguin in bondage, boing.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
She's just like a penguin in bondage, boing.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, you must be careful not to leave her straps too loose. Cause she just might box your dog. Cause she just might box your doggy. And leave you a dried up dog biscuit, if you know what I mean. Look out, Birdlegs, here it comes. The cheapest light show in rock and roll. Thank you. Arf. The name of this song is Dinah-Moe Humm. Think we can get some audience participation on this? Well, think about it, you know, we'll check you out later. Arf, arf, hey, arf. There's, looks like a likely contestant right over there, yes? Eh? I see, right, okay. Couldn't say where she's coming from, but I just met a lady named Dinah-Moe Humm. Strolled on over, said, look here, bum, I got a $40 bill, say you can't make me come. You just can't do it. She made a bet with a sister who's a little bit dumb. She could prove it any time all men was scum. I don't mind that she called me a bum, but I knew right away she was really gonna. So I got down to it. I whipped off her bloomers and stiffened my thumb and applied rotation on a sugar plum. I poked and stroked till my wrist got numb and I still didn't hear no Dinah-Moe Humm. No Dinah-Moe Humm.
Dinah-Moe Humm, Dinah-Moe Humm. Where's this Dinah-Moe coming from? When I spent 3 hours and I ain't got a crumb from the Dinah-Moe. Dinah-Moe, Dinah-Moe from the Dinah-Moe Humm.
Dinah-Moe.
The spot that gets me hot, but you ain't been to it. The spot that gets me hot, but you ain't been to it. The spot that gets me hot, but you ain't been to it. The spot that gets me hot, but you ain't been to it.
Can't get into it unless I get out of it. Oh Lord, and I gotta get out of it to get myself into it. Almighty, and I gotta get out of it to get myself into it. Oh Lord, and I gotta be out of it to get myself into it.
She looked over at me with a glazed eye and some bovine perspiration on her upper lip area, and she said, just get me wasted and you're halfway there, because if my mind's tore up, then my body don't care. I rubbed my chinny chin chin and said, my, what sort of thing might this lady get high upon? Well, I checked out her sister, who was holding the bet, and wondered what kind of trip the young lady was on. The $40 bill didn't matter no more when her sister got naked and laid on the floor. She said Dinah-Moe might win that bet, but she could use a little if I wasn't done yet. I told her just because the sun won a place in the sky, no reason to assume I wouldn't give her a try. So I pulled on her hair, got her legs in the air, and asked her if she had any cooties in there.
What do you mean, cooties? No cooties on me!
She was buns up kneeling, I was wheeling and dealing. She surrendered to the feeling, and she started into squealing. Well, you know, Dinah-Moe watched from the edge of the bed with her lips just a-twitching and her face gone red. Some drool rolling down from the edge of her chin while she spied the condition her sister was in. She quivered and quaked and clutched at herself while her sister made a joke about her mental health till Dinah-Moe finally did give in, but I told her all she really needed was some discipline, and I said, kiss my aura, Dora. It's real Angora. Would you all like some more right here on the flora? And how about you, Fauna? You wanna? Well, no sooner had those mysterious incantations been spoken than Dinah-Moe responded with a rapid and ceaseless contracting of a certain set of muscles which will go nameless in this hockey rink. And it's a good thing, too, because they were just a... How wonderful it was. Well, anyway, you know, Dinah-Moe was finally in business at last. She was well on her way to a, how you say in your language, a magnificent get-off, live in person, right here in St. Paul, Minnesota. Now, the legend has it, nobody knows for sure where Dinah-Moe Humm really came from, you know. Same way with Studebaker Hawk, you can never tell where these people come from. And it's quite possible that if she did not come from St. Paul, that some of her relatives did. Now, I've been conducting a search all over the United States, every town that we go to, trying to seek out the true origin of the Humm family. Now, we got very close in Lincoln, Nebraska, because there was a basketball player in the newspaper, and his name was Humm. I think his name was Gary Humm. And we weren't sure whether that was her brother or her cousin. but somebody told me just before we came on stage that some of her very closest relatives, Dinah-Moe's very nearest and dearest kin, were right here in this audience tonight. And I want to find out if that's true. If you are in any way related to Dinah-Moe Humm, this is your chance. All you have to do is come right in the middle of our rock and roll show here in this hockey rink. Nothing personal intended. Later that night, all right, that's enough of that. Back to the beginning of the song. I couldn't say where she's coming from, but I just met a lady named Dinah-Moe Humm. She strolled on over and said, look here, bum, I got a $40 bill. Say, you can't make me come. You just can't do it. Made a bet with a sister who's a little bit dumb. She could prove it any time all men were scum. That may be true. I don't mind that she called me a bum, but I knew right away she was really gonna come, yes. So I got down to it. I whipped off a bloomers and stiffened my thumb and applied rotation on a sugar plum. I poked and stroked till my wrist got numb, and you know I finally heard some Dinah-Moe Humm. A little bit later on, Dinah-Moe, Dinah-Moe, some Dinah-Moe, some Dinah-Moe again, a little Dinah-Moe, some Dora too, a little Dinah and Dora, Dinah-Moe, Dinah-Moe, that Camarillo Brillo flaming out along ahead. I mean a Mendocino Beano by where some bugs have made it red. She ruled the toads of these short forests and every newt in Idaho and every cricket who had chorus by the bush in Buffalo. She said she was a magic mama and she could throw a mean tarot and carried on without a comma. Yes, that she was someone I should know. She had a snake for a pet and an amulet, and she was breeding a dwarf, but she wasn't done yet. She had gray green skin, a doll with a pin. I told her she was alright, but I couldn't come in. So she wandered through the doorway, just like a shadow from the tomb. She said her stereo was four-way, and I just love it in a room. Well, I was born to have adventure, so I just followed up the steps, right past the fuming incense stenchers, to where she hung her castanets. She stripped away her rancid poncho and laid out naked by the door. We did it till we were unconscious, and it was useless anymore. She had a snake for a pet and an amulet, and she was breeding a dwarf, but she wasn't done yet. She had gray green skin, a doll with a pin. I told her she was alright, but I couldn't come in. Actually, I was very busy right then. And so she wandered through the doorway, just like a shadow from the tomb. She said her stereo was four-way, and I just love it in a row. Well, I was born to have adventure. So I just followed up the steps, right past a fuming incense stencher, to where she hung a castanet. She stripped away her rancid poncho and laid out naked by the door. We did it till we were on concho, yes we did. And George Duke came in. Ladies and gentlemen, an event which is known in the trade as a segue, which is a sneaky way of getting from one song to another. We like to glue them together so that you don't have time to talk to each other between them. This is a song about dental floss. The name of the song is Montana.
Hurry, Ruth, hurry.
Just to raise me up a crop of dental floss. Raising it up, waxing it down in a little white box that I can sell uptown. But by myself I wouldn't have no boss, 'cause I'd be raising my lonely dental floss.
Raising my lonely dental floss.
Well, I just might grow me some bees, but I'd leave the sweet stuff to somebody else. Ah, but then on the other hand, I would keep the wax, melt it down, pluck the floss, and swish it around, and I would have me a crop. And it'd be on top, that's why I'm moving to Montana. Moving to Montana soon. Gonna be a dental floss tycoon. Whoopie-tie-oh-tie-yay. Moving to Montana soon. Gonna be a mental floss tycoon. Yep.
Even though he's been taking the stuff that makes I look blankets on anyway. He's been taking the stuff that makes I look blankets on anyway. Well, anyway, roll this. I'm back in the old dental floss. Even if you think it is a little silly, folks. I don't care if you think it's silly, folks. I don't care if you think it's silly, folks.
I'm gonna find me a horse just about this big and ride that sucker all along the borderline with a pair of heavy-duty zircon-encrusted tweezers in my hand. Every other wrangler would say, "Good God, Birdlegs, get that part right." But by myself, I wouldn't have no boss, 'cause I'd be raising my lonely dental floss.
Raising my lonely dental floss. Raising my lonely dental floss.
Well, I might ride along the border with my tweezers gleaming in the moonlighty night. And then I'd get a cup of coffee and give my foot a push Just me and the pygmy pony over by the dental floss bush. And then I might just jump back on and ride like a cowboy into the dawn to Montana. Moving to Montana soon. Moving to Montana soon. Moving to Montana soon. Wow, baby. Moving to Montana soon. Moving to Montana soon. Good God, ain't it funky now? Moving to Montana soon. Get down, Napoleon. Moving to Montana soon. It's just like rock and roll. Moving to Montana soon. Wow, wow, wow. Moving to Montana soon. Moving to Montana soon. Look out, here it goes again. Arf, arf. Well, folks, the sound that you hear in the background right now is being made by George Duke. Now, he's hitting an instrument known as a finger cymbal. This is a very short Ralph-like cymbal which is being agitated with a plastic stick that was delivered to him at one point in this tour by Ruth, who used to be a friend of the aforementioned cymbal modifier. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you watch George very closely, he's going to play his heart out on this finger cymbal. He's going to play it and work you into a frenzy, and then he's going to pretend to hurt his finger. Do it again, George. They're coming from it, George.
Do it again, Ruth.
Now you're probably wondering why a grown man with a college education and fantastic keyboard technique would sit on a stage like this in a hockey rink and beat on a finger cymbal. Well, the answer is very simple. George likes to be zany. He's already said and downbeat in an article and connected with some sort of cartoon-like write-up that he doesn't mind playing the triplets, and a little bit later on, I'm sure he'll give you some triplets and multiply his zaniness many-fold before you. Take it away, George.
Yo, it's crazy. But I'm taking you to another dimension. We will come back to the aforementioned. I'm taking you somewhere.
The dimension of clouds, steam, and cosmic sputum.
Imagine yourself floating in a void with Ruth.
Ruth is a void. Unto herself. Except in conjunction with Ian.
And you hear these strange sounds. You don't know what they are.
It's the sound of knitting needles striking together, manufacturing a small but dynamic cap.
And there are little things all around you. Little green things. Little green things that are like melted butter that melt in your mouth and cause you to cause y'all to be pungent.
Pungent? Pungent as a Cudian heat.
And then you notice something else.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my duty to inform you of the heparin shortage recently reported in Newsweek magazine. This is very serious, and I have to tell you right now, in case any of you need to have an anticoagulant applied to your body, much in the same way that our dear departed dynamic president Richard Nixon is being anticoagulated these days. As you know, they are injecting a substance into Dick's body called heparin, which makes his blood skinnier, thereby not clogging up his vital organs. Now, it is a fact, and you can read this in one of those national publications, that there is a shortage of this vital preparation. Now, heparin is a substance that is manufactured from the mucus lining of hog intestines. No shit, boys and girls, that's where it comes from. Now, as you know, the intestine of a hog is more commonly known as a chitlin in the trade. And chitlin mucus is what they make heparin from. There is a shortage of heparin simply because the hog butchers in Chicago have discovered that you can make more money chopping up the chitlins for pet food than you can by making medicine out of it. So for the next year, if your blood gets too thick, you're going to have to squirt water in there to thin it out, because the chitlins are going to be hard to, as you say in your language, come by. We return you now to George Duke.
These are the continuing stories of man and his beast.
Oh.
And Marty looked at that dog and he said, Lord, 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 Lord,
Where have you been?
where have you been? He said, where have you been? And then he said, where have you been?
And what did you do when you went there? southern part of the United States of America, there did occur an event in a motel in Memphis, Tennessee, involving a very religious young man, a girl of dubious nasal value, and a Great Dane. The dog's name was Bo. Get down, Bo. Now it's hard for a dog of that size to get down. But with the aid of a mysterious, high-pitched whistle donated to the cause by a knithead from Los Angeles, Bo was made to succumb to the charms of our road manager. High five, 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 high five. Get down, Bo. High five, high five.
Would you please give this picture of Bo to Marty for me? Thank you very much. He misses Bo so much.
A violation of the regulations of the animal kingdom right before Marty's very eyes in Memphis, Tennessee, ladies and gentlemen. It's an ABA. Dinah-Moe anyway. Ruth Underwood on percussion. Napoleon Murphy Brock on tenor sax and lead vocals. Chester Thompson on drums. Birdlegs on bass. George Duke on keyboards. Thank you very much for coming to the concert tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. Good night. Thank you. Thank you very much. The name of this song is Oh No, I Don't Believe It.
One.
Before we play this, I'd like to tell you something. This gentleman here is Tom Fowler, our regular bass player, and he broke his hand playing football about a week ago, and Birdlegs has been trying to take up where Tom left off without having... This is Birdlegs' second time on stage with us, and I think he's doing pretty good trying to follow along with what's going on. And so as soon as Tom's hand gets better, we're going to have Tom back in the group and Birdlegs as an extra member with us. So more of this later. Now with that introduction, Birdlegs, you better not make any mistakes in this song.
You think you know the meaning of love. You say love is all we need. You say with your love you can change all of the fools, all of the hate. I think you're probably out to love. Oh no, I don't believe it. You say that you think you know the meaning of that you really know. I think you should check it again. How can you say what you believe will be the key to a world of love? Oh, your love, will it save you? Oh, your love, save the world from what I just can't believe that you go. I just can't believe 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 you go.
That ain't all I do. to get sick from watching my TV. Been checking out the news until my eyeballs fail to see. I mean to say that every day is just another rotten mess, eh? And when it's gonna change, my friend, is anybody's guess. So I'm watching and I'm waiting, hoping for the best. Even think I'll go to praying every time I hear them say it. There's no way to delay that trouble coming every day. No way to delay that trouble coming every day. Wednesday I watched the riot. I seen the cops out on the street. I watched them throwing rocks and stuff and choking in the heat. I listened to reports
Nipples on fire.
about the whiskey passing around. I seen the smoke and fire and the market burning down. Watch while everybody on the street will take a turn to stomp and smash and bash and crash and slash and bust and burn. Well, I'm watching and I'm waiting, hoping for the best. Even think I'll go to pray every time I hear them say it, every time. There's no way to delay that trouble coming every day. No way to delay that trouble coming every day. Just see that. Ladies and gents, that's about it for tonight. Thank you very much for coming down. Hope you had a good time. Ruth, Napoleon, Chester, Birdlegs, George, Tom, Ricky, don't lose that number.
Thank you.